Now this should technically be with a 5-minute delay.
Yeah, honestly, Lynx, I can't get my head around that. I don't really understand how that works, but I just trust it, and it's gonna be fine.
I trust it too. I mean, it worked last time. Hopefully, whatever I had set up for what was going on is going to work this time.
I'd bet good money that nobody on The Last of Us or The Lost Boys are tuning into the stream because they're probably too focused on this game that's coming up here. All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
we
yeah.
got a draft.
All right. So, what are some heroes you want to see played?
I just feel like there's some obvious bans. There's just some
Five
bans that
seconds
kind of have
remaining.
to come out at this point. Doesn't matter, which
Radiance
league, which
ban.
tier you're in. I don't know if that anybody wants to play against the Lich right now. I don't think people want to see Lifestealer right now.
Only 10
Hmm.
seconds.
Definitely two heroes that we're seeing a lot of. And certainly,
Dyer's
I think
ban.
The Last of Us ran a life stealer, or they were playing against a life stealer in the last week. And the Lost Boys too.
Dyer's ban.
I saw a life stealer in both of those series last week.
The Witch Doctor as well. I mean, gosh,
10 seconds
very
to
similar
pick.
to Lich. Devastating ult, lots of control.
Radiance
But we're
ban.
seeing this Warlock. I don't know if it's just the games that I'm watching or taking part in, but I believe both of our games we had a Warlock was first
10
ban and
seconds
real
to pick.
fast. Nobody wants to go up against these golems. Too
Mm.
much to deal
5
with.
seconds. Hurry, Dyer's ban.
Puck. You know that puck. I think that is directed directly at Octavine.
Hmm. Hmm.
Only 10
Definitely the
seconds.
highest MMR on Lost Boys,
5 seconds.
and
Hurry,
they don't want to
hurry.
see that. So
Yeah, definitely saw a strong showing from Octavine last week in the mid lane.
Dyer's ban.
there's that Lich. We don't want the Hoodwink. We don't want the Lich. So yeah, we're gonna actually probably have some pretty interesting heroes, at least on the support side of things.
Do we know who's playing mid on The Last of Us?
Um, yeah, I'm pretty certain it's gonna be the team captain, Beef Bomber. Um, gonna want to watch out for OD.
Hmm.
Maybe a Quap. We're seeing Quap. I mean, that's another force to be reckoned with right now. Big burst damage. Yeah,
Hmm.
the Viper makes sense.
First pick coming out here. We've got a Void
Going
Spirit.
fast. Maybe is it just me or is this draft just moving along? These guys aren't they're
Yeah,
not
they've
messing around. They're just ripping through this draft. They don't need that reserve time.
they did their homework. They're like, okay, here's our plan, here's our bans, and they're just gonna whip it out right away.
Only 10
What do you think
seconds.
of the Void Spirit first pick? That's an interesting one.
I'll be honest with you. I think
5
it's
seconds
very. They may
remaining.
have done some homework here, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a mid. I mean, it's early to call right now, but um, Octavine also plays Void Spirit, so could be a
Hmm.
preemptive sort of. We're not letting you have that. We're gonna play it kind of pick.
Radiance ban.
There it is, another powerful hero you don't want to see. So
Seeker. Two like I'm guessing these are cores coming out. Up until now, we've been seeing mostly supports kind of first pick, but I'm guessing these are going to be some heroes played as core position.
I think people are picking those kind of sure bet, super strong heroes are going to be versatile and maybe have a bit of flex. Blood could be, blood could be a 3, could be a 1.
I've seen Octavine on the Void Spirit last week, so I wonder if this is a cheeky pick to get that hero off his pool, but then take it up for yourself as well.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah. Acts as a ban, secures it maybe, I'm not sure.
Mhm.
They could be practicing that as well, but didn't see it in the last few games.
Void Spirit, quite a versatile hero, does a lot for the team. Pumps out a decent amount of damage, able to get to the backline quite easily with mobility and provide silences. Mm. Interesting to see what the Lost Boys choose to kind of match that.
I feel like it eliminates a lot of heroes too, you know. Um, can't count out the sniper, right? As much as you don't want to hear that, but
Mm.
Wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't get banned. Someone might scoop it up. Void Spirit can jump on the backline really well, as you said. So kind of eliminates certain heroes that might be otherwise a surefire bet.
Hmm.
Pudge is out. We don't don't want to see the Pudge. Not surprised by any of these bans. Abaddon again. I think Abaddon's another one that Last of Us have been picking, kind of using in their lineup as a pause 5.
We got an ogre coming out for the Lost Boys. I think they ran this one last week. Not 100% sure. It would have been the other team. Ogre, I don't know. Solid hero. Provides an extra sort of meat shield on the support end. Got the AA. Okay. AA is an interesting one. It
Oh,
kind of like shuts out any of these heroes that rely on regen a lot.
we might be seeing something really, really interesting here. And again, we'll see if any of my 30 minutes of homework before this match have any merit. But we could potentially see Old Man playing the Ancient Apparition here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's been a heavy amount of AA games over the last as well since last week on Old Man from The Last of Us. Oh, there's the Disruptor. So yeah, they're really getting a lot of the heroes they've been playing over the last week. Um, how does this start to synergize? It's looking a little squishy at the moment.
What I was thinking, I'm starting to get a bit concerned of The Last of Us's lineup. So far, they don't have a hero that can kind of stand and fight. They're
And the next
gonna.
ones are going to be Beef and what have you got left, right? You could see an Axe, but that's a little bit scary. That's not great with Ogre and Blood.
Yeah, I mean, Ancient Apparition, if you kind of run it late game with his Ags, you can get a lot of damage out of that hero late game. But you're starting to run the risk that you have to beef up your team while also providing a decent amount of damage.
Okay, here we go. We've got the Razor. Solid pick here.
Mhm.
I'm starting to see a little bit of something happening here where if I'm The Last of Us, I think these next two picks they're very crucial.
Sure.
Got the fourth pick coming here from Lost Boys. What are we gonna see?
Razor, I think this hero can fit well as a core into any lane, depending on how much tempo you kind of want to run with. If you do play it in the pause 3 position,
Okay.
Nyx
Wow.
Assassin. Nice.
We're definitely getting a lot more tools in the toolbox from the Lost Boys here. We've got a lot more nuke just added to the mix and invis. If you're looking at taking a surefire hero in the safe lane, if you're The Last of Us, Lifestealer is kind of eliminated if you consider how Razor can shut down a Lifestealer pretty decently. Centaur's a good pick here.
There we go. There's the meat that we wanted to see for The Last of Us.
Needed to be something big and beefy. We're probably going to have to see some Team Aura items come out. Like we're going to need a pipe.
Mhm.
Probably going to need.
Yeah, a
Not
lot
sure if
of
you need
burst damage
cleansing.
comes from that Nyx Assassin. When you see these first 3 picks, Void Spirit, Ancient, Apparition, Disruptor, Nyx Assassin is just loving it. He
Absolutely.
can just destroy any one of those heroes kind of quickly if he sneaks up on them.
Absolutely. Once he's 6, it's really you're one combo away from massive damage, if not a surefire kill. Especially on Disruptor, AA, not much different. OD's banned out.
Yeah. OD a good ban. Definitely, we suffered under it last week.
Powerful hero.
And Sergeant Sarcasm on the Last Boys. I believe he's sitting in for somebody. He's a fill-in. Remember the chat correctly.
Okay. Not too much info on Sergeant Sarcasm, but limited info on anybody. We're seeing it is interesting though. We're seeing a lot of the heroes that we've got kind of jotted down here that we expected to see. We're seeing in this lineup. Other than Nyx, I think we had all of these heroes written down for something to expect. I think yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Ancient Apparition plays. I'm going to be watching that lane pretty closely.
What
Yeah.
positions do you think the last heroes that we're going to see are going to be?
Well, I think, gosh, what do we have here? We've got Last of Us Verse is going to need to find a pause one here. And I think that's a tricky pick. There's definitely some heroes available that are going to do okay here.
I would guess that they're going to pick a mid. I mean, again, the Razor kind of throws it off because he can sit in a few lanes.
Oh, for the Lost Boys, I think we could see a mid pick for sure. I
Yeah,
think you can see
yeah.
that Bloodseeker looks like a 1, Razor 3. We got Ogre and Nyx kind of mixing it up there. Probably Ogre 5, Nyx 4 if I had to guess. And we see that mid pick, but Ursa's out. That's probably a pretty good ban.
Yeah, I think you're right. Of The Last of Us, they're going to pick a pause one.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I don't think
these-
I don't know if Jug holds up, gets you what you really need. But it's tough.
yeah, I think I would like a Jug pick. I mean, it's kind of a bit risky under a Nyx, but I think for the rest of them, I think Jug does decently well against Razor and Bloodseeker.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't think you see a Naga or a Medusa or even a Spectre. I don't know. How would Spectre do?
Spectre, quite
I've been
strong.
liking Spectre lately. Just for and they did. Okay. Well,
Lifestealer.
there it is. That surefire pick that if you don't ban it out, you're probably going to see it.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. I think a life stealer Razor lane is
I think,
I think Razor can kind of edge that one out.
yeah, for sure. I think Lifestealer tends to dominate his lane pretty well, except against Razor, because Razor's Link just kind of sucks away his damage and is kind of can be a little more oppressive than the Lifestealer. There's the
Yeah,
sniper pick.
and there's the sniper pick, man. I think
Oh, jeez.
we must know a little something, Lynx. We did okay on the call here. Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah, certain heroes, if you leave them in the pool, they're gonna get scooped up. And it's Octavine on the sniper. Interesting. Old man on the AA, so that's gonna be an interesting one to watch. He's been practicing that hero.
All right, what about
Oh,
the hats? Now we're looking at the
yeah,
hats.
we
What do
gotta go
you,
hats real. Oh, wow. Really,
Lost
really,
Boys of this decked out? Look at this Razor, the Octopus Razor.
really good.
Kind of meshes well with this crab sitting next to him.
It really looks great. I gotta say though, that
That centaur is decked out.
Centaur's that belt. That's the title belt right there.
They're both looking good.
That's
I'm
the
very
look.
impressed with both of these drafts.
I don't know if my game's glitching out, but it looks like Lifestealer has 2 heads. I think that's I don't know if that's a thing or my game is doing something weird. I
Yeah.
love the book, love the AA. Disruptor's looking good, and Void Spirit. That's a nice one too. I don't know. This one's a tough one to call. Links.
I'm gonna give it to the Lost Boys just because I love the synergy of the Razor and the Nyx. They seem to have the same theme going on.
Sometimes looking at it from this angle, it almost changed my mind that Void Spirit's good. It's a great set, but I've never seen the Octopus, and I'm gonna give it to the Rex Cow.
Mhm.
That's something else. All right, I'm excited. This is good. Uh,
All right, we're kicking off game one. Both of these teams looking to start strong in their
Another
first
beautiful
game.
day in
Gonna do some
Desert.
introductions here. On the Radiant side, being played, we got Pork Chop on the Disruptor. We got Old Man playing the Ancient
Come in,
Apparition.
dance with me?
Boy Who Cried Smurf. Playing on the Void Spirit. Turkish Martha Stewart, a name I've seen before. A little bit curious about, but playing on the Centaur. And then we've got a Thirsty Boy Chugwater playing the Lifestealer. Flipping onto the Dyer's side, we got Sergeant Sarcasm playing on the Nyx. Next we got the Crazy Ninja Smurf playing the Ogre Magi. Rex Cal on the Razor. Octavine sporting the Sniper. I'm really interested to see the Sniper lineup, how it plays out. And lastly, we've got Rufio playing the Bloodseeker. Right, so it looks like both teams kind of grouped together, ready looking at the bottom half of the map for the bounties. No, what does First Blood look like here?
I think it's gonna get. Wow, are they gonna cross over under vision?
Okay.
Just kind of scoping it out a little bit. Probably gonna disengage. Trying to get out,
Bounties.
grab that rune, and three.
Great clicks exchanged.
Too bad.
Pretty peaceful overall, though. Both teams picking up 2 bounties each. All right,
Yeah,
so
we didn't see any. We didn't see the smoke come out or anything like that. We're just
yeah,
gonna
both
ease
teams,
ourselves into this first match, get a feel for what's to come here.
Looks like we'll have the Centaur AA versus the Bloodseeker and Ogre. We've got the Razor and the Lifestealer, that matchup that we were talking about. We betted on the Razor for the upper hand in this lane, so we'll see how that shakes out. And then the infamous Sniper in the mid lane. I have feelings about this.
Yeah, it's dreaded. Yeah, that shrapnel's a force to be reckoned with.
It's such a punishing hero in the mid lane.
We didn't take. We took the ended up taking the other facet here. We got the take aim facet, which is probably smart. You can just control so much here, and we're already seeing Octavine just bursting down. If Void's not careful here,
He's already taking lots of damage from the
pretty tough to
Sniper.
come back. He's going to control really, really well here with the shrapnel, and not going to be able to get any last hits. Link's just going to jump in really quick here. Oh no, you might go down. We got first blood.
Yeah, Sniper.
I'm not seeing your camera. If you're controlling the camera, I'm just controlling my own here, so I'm not sure we're looking at the same
Okay.
thing.
Okay. I'll always kind of try to jump to what you're talking about. Yeah. In the top lane, looks like we've got a bit of a skirmish going on. The Dire team getting a bit low. Seeker able to kind of heal that back if he gets some last hits.
Both teams not afraid to get in each other's face at 2 minutes here. Everybody pretty low HP at the moment.
I've seen before, I might likely the same person, Runton. What about giving Rufio a Lone Druid? I keep hearing Rufio and Lone Druid. I don't know what the story is there. I'm curious.
Oh, I'd love to see it. You know, I think that's a hero. I've got any respect for anybody who can play that hero, because I sure can't. But again, we got the mid lane here. Octavine just using take aim to wear this Void Spirit down.
Yeah.
And gonna go claim the top rune here. Getting a little bit of water, just staying ahead. Secure some last hits.
Yeah, playing against the Sniper in the mid lane, it's like you have to kind of, I don't know. It's almost like you kind of know that the lane's not going to go well, so it's off to plan B. Push out the lane, get what you can out of it, and then do some stacks. That's how I play into that hero.
And Void Spirit's got the bottle now, level 4. Just, you know, it's you can't get too worked up about what you don't get in the first 5 to 7 minutes. Once you get your 6, you'll be able to move around the map. Maybe make some plays for the team.
Getting a bit low on the Radiant side, but Lifestealer picking up lots of last hits on top of the last hit count so far. Nice sort of glimpse back into the tower there on the Nyx, but too much damage coming out. Bounty runes. In the top lane, they're kind of just fighting it out, but both teams kind of have a decent amount of sustain that they're going to be tricky getting a kill up there for either side. Meanwhile, on the bottom, so static link
Static link, but Lifestealer's gonna. Oh, he's got enough there to. Oh, the stun.
Yeah, this is that sort of like skill, kind of like fight off between Lifestealer and Razor. Razor just kind of seems to have the advantage. That he can kind of just pull out that static link, and Lifestealer doesn't have much choice but to back off.
Yeah, and as you put those points into the static link, it just, it scales better and better. Interesting thing is usually, Lifestealer has that ability later on to kind of outspeed everybody and run away if he has to, but not with a Razor. Once Razor has a few points in the Storm Surge, becomes a little bit trickier, and you start getting a little bit more behind it. Plasma Field.
Static link went out, but broke right away.
Gotta watch this mid lane again. Void Spirit, dropping down
Yeah,
quite
he's
low,
getting
walking up.
super
Oh,
low.
this could be.
Ooh, he
That's
has
another one on the mid lane.
the spells to get out, but just not enough time. Sniper's just right click is just melting him down.
Yeah, and these last hits are starting to get away a little bit on the mid lane. As Sniper just kind of focuses on taking these, controlling that lane, working on his second Wraith Band. A little bit of action bottom. Lifestealer's got the static link on. Hopefully, well, let's see here. He might. He's walking away. Okay, they're disengaging. Disruptor fairly low.
Dire's bottom tower is being
Only level 1 put on the static link so far. I do like the headdress that the AA is sporting for his lane. That's going to kind of give you a little bit more sustain in the lane to kind of fight off. Seeker just has that sort of natural sustain of gaining health back when he kills creeps, but I think he's going to wear down on this Centaur.
This could
He's
be
getting
interesting.
low.
I don't know if he can turn here. He's going to have to
it was
disengage. Yeah.
I think Rufio was just on the edge of that cold feet. We've got the XP runes coming up, and looks like the Dire team. Oh, Sniper goes down in the mid lane.
Ogre Magi going to claim this Wisdom rune.
Dire's middle
Didn't
tower
see
is
it, but Boy Who Cried
Wow.
Smurf did pull off a kill on the Sniper in the mid lane solo.
Wow, we missed that one. That's, oh gosh, we're gonna have to. Shame on me, I didn't see it.
Yeah, Dire team picking up both XP runes. A good shift move on that. There's TPing back mid. Looks like he's working his way towards Maelstrom.
Yeah, he's gonna want to get that farming item as quick as possible.
Really got kind of decent control of the lane on the top. Seeker getting kind of what he needs out of the lane. Both position 3s are a bit struggling in terms of last hits compared to their...
A little bit of trouble here, but AA's gonna be able to provide that defense. Bloodseeker doing really well. Really well in the safe lane here.
Looks like there's a DD that they're contesting now in the mid lane. Cried Smurf is going to be able to pick that up and get away. So
that
no.
shrapnel and that shot. He had the vision. Nice play from Octavine.
Yeah. Using this power of this hero just to kind of...
Got a total of four kills across the game at 8.5 minutes here, and every single one of them has been in this mid lane. These two are going at each other here.
I have one hero on my ban list, and it's Sniper.
Radiant's middle tower
My most loathed hero.
Well, it's one of those heroes. It's not fun in the early game, not fun in the mid game, and it's certainly not fun when they're defending high ground in the late game. All right, the nice glimpse here from Disruptor, just stopping him from getting that bounty rune. We might see the Nyx go down here.
Yeah.
Razor's going to come in, but I think it's too late. Okay.
Yeah, he is hooked onto the
Check on the Nyx.
disruptor.
Pretty
Does
solid static link, and the Disruptor goes down.
oh, sniper coming in.
Lifestealer walked right into a sniper. That's going to be it for Thirst Boy. Oh boy.
That's unfortunate meeting there in the jungle. Good rotation on Octavine.
Action here.
Looks like Cried Smurf is gonna take advantage of this sniper being alone. Sniper doesn't have the advantage of range at the moment.
Could have it. He could have it here. Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah.
There it is.
And then only weakness of sniper is the distance. If you can close that distance, then
Yeah, and with the low cooldowns on Void Spirit, and
it's like
I gotta say,
Centaur.
you know, hats off to the Void Cried Smurf here.
Rupture out on Centaur. He's trying to TP out, but will go down. Phil picks up a nice kill there on the Centaur.
Really nice. Right before it kind of went under tower, he pulled that one off. Well, level 5.5 for AA. Level 6 will definitely give them a little bit of a spike in this lane here.
You just gotta love the hero that doesn't really need to build regen, fire regen. You just gotta hit a few last creeps and up goes your health bar.
Absolutely.
Stealer
much
kind of the same as well.
Disruptor went for the glimpse back to Fountain, but was just a little late on it. Only moved him back a little bit.
Feels bad when it happens.
You got to go for it every time, though. I mean,
Absolutely. The walk of shame. Worse, the walk of shame.
yeah, definitely had that walk a few times. Missed the stun on from Nyx here. Both sides getting fairly aggressive on this bottom lane.
Mid lane, they're duking it out still.
We haven't seen any rotations yet. Everyone is really just sticking to their lanes at this point.
In terms of XP, Sniper and Void Spear are actually neck and neck. Their XP. Both.
Even the last hit differential is really only within about 9 to 10. Bloodseeker's pulling forward a little bit, but at this point, still very even.
Glimpse back
Glimpse
on.
here, glimpse into. Ooh, Razor might have trouble getting out of this one.
Nyx does pull out his ult though. That Lifestealer is dropping low now, and he's down.
There it is. Never count out a Razor.
Sniper with the haste rune, making his way bottom, seeing if he can pick up the support here as well. Does see Pork Chop.
He's gonna put the hurt on this Disruptor. He might be able to glimpse. No,
Yeah.
he's got the glimpse, but he hasn't gotten any mana.
Gotta
All
run.
this up.
Ultimate's coming
Ooh,
out
rough.
too.
There's the assassination. All right.
Let's pick up. Nice use of the rune on Octavine. We've got
And I wouldn't
Void
be
Spirit
surprised
coming
if
in.
Oh, Void coming in to protect this tower. Oh, he's nice
picks up
play
the
on
Razor.
the Razor.
Top
And we got
lane.
Lifestealer coming in to follow it up. They're going on this. They're going on this Nyx. And I think they're going under tower. They got it.
Yeah.
Nice double kill. Big pickup on the Void Spirit. Good rotations. We were waiting for those rotations. It only took 13 minutes, but I'd say the laning phase is officially over.
Yeah, definitely mid starting to rotate now and to apply pressure into the side lanes. We did see a Rupture go out on the Centaur, but he was able to TP out. Rupture now on cooldown.
Bloodseeker looking to finish up that Maelstrom pretty soon. Definitely good timings from Bloodseeker.
Nyx Assassin
and
finding the
Nyx.
Lifestealer and takes
Big
down
trouble.
the Lifestealer with the Sniper applying the pressure on the bottom lane. Got XP runes coming up. It looks like Ogre, they're both going to go. Rufio and Crazy Ninja are coming for the rune. It's ultimate to get both of them in it, but unfortunately the A is going to go down. Centaur now fighting both of these heroes. Rupture is out. He needs some help from his team. He's going to try to TP out,
Yeah,
but
he's got the stun. He's
TP
down.
is coming, but it's a bit late.
A little late with on Lifestealer here, but we're going to see if he can get the little bit of cleanup.
He's running. He does have the slow on Crazy Ninja Smurf. Rupture's come to help out. He's going to glimpse back the...
Oh, wow, the glimpse.
Okay, this is looking good.
Attic Storm.
Nice. There's the
Wow,
rotations
nice
we wanted
movement.
to see.
Radiant's bottom tower under fire.
Radiant picking up a nice couple of kills there. It did cost him an XP run, but 2 kills there were definitely
Radiant's bottom tower has
definitely worth the rotations. They did lose their bottom tower in that time, though.
You know, they lost the bottom tower, but they didn't lose the disruptor, and he made a great call to just leave. You know, don't stay down there. There were 3 down there. It was going to be a tower regardless. At least he didn't lose. Oh, we got the really nice glimpse there just to kind of move Razor back. Big stun from the Nyx. Lifestealer's gonna get out. Wow, big AA ult. Oh my gosh. Centaur goes down. Void Spirit's coming in.
Razor goes down. Void Spirit able to get away. As soon as that sniper shows up, it's death. Death being dealt out. Void Spirit still in it. He has a bit of bottle charge. Is he looking to re-engage here? Does have that Maelstrom. Showing up to fights now is providing load of damage from a distance. Lifestealer working on the Radiance.
Yeah, Lifestealer's gonna look to find that safe farm for a little while the team keeps him busy. We got a big static storm. I think the Ogre goes down. Lots of backline damage coming out from Sniper. We've got the Ascent. Disruptor goes down. Mega kill on Octavine.
He had the smoke in his backpack. That smoke could have saved him.
Really quick timings coming out from Sniper right now. Already, you know, rocking the Maelstrom and the Dragonlance. Working on that BKB. Just wants to be active, wants to be fighting. Nyx coming in invis, kind of scoping out the Centaur.
A mid.
And he does. He does hit the combo. Sniper with the backline.
Rufio spots out the Bloodseeker in the mid lane. He cuts him down fairly quickly.
Dire's middle tower taking
Good kill picked up on the Radiant side.
And the damage coming out from Sniper is just, it's too much.
It's too much. It's too much.
Yeah. It's too soon to see this right click melting through some of the supports and even the cores at this point.
Sniper creates this dynamic where you have to coordinate your fights very specifically to address this hero. And I think the Radiant have the lineup to do it. They have this Centaur ult that can quickly get his team on top of them. But that's going to be the challenge.
Battle of the mids today. Void Spirit really doing some serious work here. Great glimpse coming out from
He's getting
Disruptor.
surrounded though.
Lets the team jump on and that's Ogre is down. Sniper's just gonna obliterate our Disruptor here. AA ult hits Rufio. Just on the edge, but they're under tower, so they're gonna need to probably disengage here. Really quick tempo game. We got lots of fighting happening here. Lots of kills. Lifestealer really just taking that time, working it down, trying to get that Radiance.
Yeah.
Working on a really good timing on that Radiance. Gonna want to be careful here, as it looks to me like the Last of Us might be coming bot. Looking, oh, Nyx is scoping out this Lifestealer, but he's the only one there. If he sticks around too long, the team can respond. So Lost Boys might be looking for Might be looking for this life stealer. He has no idea.
Did they see him? No, that's their
And now
ports.
they're going, and that's enough. We got the sniper there. He's going to provide, well, maybe enough.
He needs to find
Rage
something to
coming out is
infest.
running just on the edge of travel. That's not going to be enough.
Hmm.
Life stealer is going to escape there. Really, really, really good to get out.
Dire's top
They're gonna
tower is
follow up
being
here.
attacked.
It's hard to say what if we just going to get rid of vision at this point, but a little late to get a glimpse on a sniper at this point. They're all grouped up.
Okay, doing some dewarding of their jungle. They are a bit grouped up for this bottom tower here. Sniper is coming to make a defense here, but Void Spirit going in on him. Glimpse out. There is the nice ult.
Static
That's
storm. Powerful static storm here, and Void following it up with some big damage. Centaur coming with stun. Razor taking damage with the static link.
Nyx just getting out of there.
Nyx is getting out, and they were kited just enough that Centaur goes down.
They did pick the kill on the sniper. That was a huge kill to get. It did cost them the centaur, their pause 3 into support, but I think overall that might have been in the favor of the Radiant.
I think at this point that needed to happen. Also sends a bit of a message. Sends a bit of a message from the boy who cried Smurf to our sniper here. As this fight has been going on, this has been a great battle to watch. These two are really both having great games.
Mm-hmm. If there's any hero to punish sniper, I feel like Void Spirit is one of them.
Yeah, I definitely thought when I saw that pick, it went, well, it's going to come down to, you're going to have to outskill him at this point, because I think Void Spirit wins that matchup. And interestingly enough, we were talking about the Razor Lifestealer, and they kind of after the laning phase have just left each other alone, and Lifestealer's been on a bit of a free farm for the last few minutes. Just getting ready. He's very close to finishing off this Radiance. So that it's going to beef him up quite a bit. It's going to speed up his farm. Sets him up better for the late game. This is a close one, Lynx.
For sure. So far, anyone's match at this point. The Radiant is grouping up to take this second tier one. But the Fire team is moving in to defend.
Moving in, I don't know. I think they might let him have it here. It might be a little late. Maybe they'll look for that deny.
Down.
No. Tower goes down, and I think they're going to
Rupture out. Oh, Nyx does find the life. Oh, Lifestealer sitting inside the Void Spirit. Ooh, the Rupture, though, does get the Void Spirit. And Sniper just kind of doing what he wants to do, approaching the fight, doing damage where he can. Some of them just have to run.
He even took a few shots into that Centaur Blade Mail. Didn't seem too bothered by it, so... Finished up the Hurricane Pike, decided to pivot out from that rush on the BKB, but going right back to work on the BKB. Gonna give Sniper a lot more survivability in these fights.
Do want to see the Dagon out on the Nyx a little sooner. I wonder if he's using the Mind Flare to pick up camps. Only his ability to kind of snowball a little bit early. Once he has a Dagon, going around and picking up kills on squishy heroes can really put the enemy team on the back feet.
Yeah, Nyx has left a ton of support for his cores here. He hasn't taken a whole lot off the map. Really playing that utility in that support role really well. Scoping out, getting vision when needed, finding those pickoffs.
After getting a bit of farm for himself, he's going for a Kaya. Interesting. He does have the Ether Lens. That, with Glimpse, means that he can find some nice glimpses from quite distance away. The Kaya's an interesting one. It'll make his ultimate, like we've already seen some fights where as he gets that ultimate down, it really Really puts on a lot of pressure and damage into the fight.
Void Spirit coming in the top jungle here. Oh, and Lifestealer's just getting melted. Oh, there's just too much damage. There's too much damage coming from the sniper. Can't get to the back line.
The Rupture goes out on the Void Spirit again. He needs to TP out. No TP. It's on cooldown. And Radiant is just going to take a lot of casualties there.
Razor will be able to get out of that static storm. A little bit of life left to go and heal up. But Bloodseeker in great shape. Great use of the BKB. Really kind of plowed through that fight. And there was just too much to deal with without getting to that sniper. If the sniper's left to his devices in the back line, it's a lot of damage coming out. Mid tower probably going to go down here.
Yeah, let's see the Lifestealer trying, like Lifestealer and Void Spirit trying the Infest to catch out somebody, but they unfortunately ran into more than they can chew. Lifestealer is working on S and Y now. I'll beef him up nicely and give him a little more movement speed too to run down the sniper. We do have a Meteor Hammer on the Disruptor. That's what that Kaya was for. I do like it. It kind of provides the team a little more tower push. Kind of lacking it a little bit. So the meme hammer will definitely apply a lot more tower damage for their team. Also gives the hero a nice additional spell to throw into fights. He throws out the kinetic field and the static storm, and then dropping a meteor hammer onto that combination adds a nice damage bonus too.
Yeah, can get you some really good control in those team fights. Can really sway the fight nicely for you.
Like A's working towards an ether lens. Doesn't look like he's rushing any sort of right click.
Smoke
Gnome
comes
Scepter.
out. Last of Us smoke and are looking to. If they cross that river into that triangle, we're going to see a big fight here, and they're looking to do it. Lifestealer's in. Get a little bit. Get a sentry down. They're trying to scope it out.
They know.
They know.
Did they see the smoke? Maybe. They do have some
Hard
deep
to say.
wards
They may
here.
have seen it back in their own jungle. They do have some vision there. Yeah.
Looks like they definitely just like moved out of there as soon as they started to approach.
Lost Boy is going to take this this Tormentor quite easily. Easy objective, and see that shard come out on Nyx. That's going to be absolutely
Vendetta.
nothing wrong with that. A break for Centaur, break for the Lifestealer. These are all just things that are going to add to their team fight.
Void Spirit also working on S and Y. They just want to beef up a little bit and completely reasonable. If you're fighting against Sniper, any more meat that you can get onto your heroes is be able to stand up to that hero better. They are going to smoke into their triangle again. Attempt number 2.
They're looking for something, and
the Radiant team are grouped up themselves. They've gone for a smoke as well. These two smoke
try
teams.
to grab this Nyx if now they're just gonna run into each other. This looks like a 4v5 though, because we've got AA gonna be looking for that AA blast from a distance.
Looks like Radiant still scoping out into each other's territory, but neither team catching each other. They're looking at the Roshan now.
Maybe looking at a showdown at Roshan.
Being the Roche. Not sure if the Radiant team is aware.
Well, Roche is top, and they've all just kind of gated in here. It looks like they're
AA Blast goes out, scoping it out.
Roshan.
I'm not sure if he got vision of anybody there or not.
The Last of Us are on the other side of the map here, so they pick up on this. They might be able to gate in, but we got a Nyx and a Razor waiting for them if they do.
Yeah.
Looks like they may just try to push this tower take as much as they can while they're occupied up there, but gonna have to go up against the Aegis, which isn't easy.
They're scoping out. They're still. I don't think they're aware of the Roshan. I'm kind of approaching this cautiously.
Yeah, surprised to not see the scan come out, but
Yeah, they send out the A blast. Probably saw nothing, and
Dire's
then
bottom tower is being attacked.
yeah. There's a DD in the river. Not sure if either team is going to pick that up.
Dire's bottom tower under fire.
an opportunity for them to have pushed and probably taken that tower, but looking to maybe defend here.
Radiant's top tower
The
is
Dire team smoked up again.
Smoke on the Lost Boys is in the triangle.
I'm going to pick up some of their stacks. And the Radiant team just kind of plucking away at this tower slowly.
Dire's bottom tower is
And just, you know, little by little jumping ahead in net worth, right? Last hits are starting to lean a little bit further that way. That farm's coming online. BKBs, you know, all across the team here. Everybody's got a BKB.
Lost Boys now potentially eyeing the Tormentor. Got the Aegis on the Bloodseeker. They're just going to start plucking with their high ground. They've got the sniper who can just poke at that tower.
Yeah, and they gotta force something here. At least
The blast goes out. What is the rupture? Void Spirit is in. He wants blood, but he's in deep. Goes down. Rest of the team unsure about fighting into the sniper and the Aegis. It's
with Disruptor and Lifestealer pushing that lane, it's an interesting sacrifice here. They're trying to force them to come back, and are they gonna Meteor Hammer on that tier 4?
I like this. I like this play on the Radiant side. You're not gonna. I mean, defending this is gonna be really tough, especially down with the Void Spirit. Trying to
Pretty good
just
glitch
trade here. And they're losing their rack.
Lifestealer's
Getting to go
getting low.
back.
Big stun from Centaur, that's the Aegis down. But Sniper is right there to just deal the damage. Blade Mail comes out from the Centaur, Razor's in, and Centaur goes down.
Oh,
It's
A
starting to
blast.
look big.
He four
that's
steps
gonna hit the
into
sniper.
it. Rough. That's just bad luck right there. Nice shot by old man.
Forced
That
them back. And with one rack still intact here. Definitely held on. Definitely good hold from The Last of Us, but
A blast was great. Forced tap into it. It's just sad circumstances. You're like, I'm gonna get out of this explosion. No, it's right on top of me.
well, you got to imagine he was looking for maybe 2 or 3 in that one. Would have been epic, but still a really good shot.
Overall, I think the Dire getting that rack was in their advantage. They get a bit of damage onto the tower, the Lifestealer, before he came back to base, but tricky call to make. I mean,
That's a tricky call, and I don't think it was terrible. I'm not sure how much the fight looks different if they were there. Maybe they hang on a little bit more. But gonna catch this. Gonna catch the Ogre Magic. It goes down real quick. AA Blast missed in the top lane. They don't have creeps to push this tower, so The Last of Us are just going to be kind of stuck in the top jungle for a little bit here as they need to push this lane out.
Lifestealer has his S and Y now. What item do you, if you're a Lifestealer, on your back feet, against a sniper, against a razor, against a Bloodseeker who's got a BKB, what item do you go?
Yeah, you know, I'm looking at it right now, and that's a great question.
Looks like he's opting for the Agnums. Will allow him to kind of jump into a hero, do some damage while being immune. Never a bad thing against a sniper that just seems to melt anything within the screen of him.
I think it gives you that AoE that you might just need. You know, probably going to do more in a team fight than a Basher or
Razor
something like
going
that.
in on the
Razor
Lifestealer
uses
now.
Static Link doesn't
The Nyx
hit.
does see him. Gets
Hits
the stun.
Lifestealer is
In goes Void Spirit, doing some nice
Void.
damage. Takes the Nyx down. And this
This
Lifestealer is
point,
gonna go
Lifestealer needs to
down.
just hit things. AA Blast and misses. Big Static Storm. Ogre Magic gonna go down here.
Got out.
Sniper
There's the
still
sniper. BKB is
not
out.
back in.
This is a scary
Centaur
proposition
is
for
going down.
Radiant.
Void Spirit's got to find a way to get out here.
He's getting plucked. They do see his escape. He does not have a TP. He's gonna have to improvise here.
Oh,
3
he's gonna-
heroes on him. Able
That'll
to
be
get
it
the
for mana.
movement. You don't really have a catch. No, Rupture is out.
Oh, Rupture out.
That's dangerous.
See a glimpse from got the glimpse from the Disruptor.
They do see him. He doesn't
Oh my
want to.
gosh!
He's still alive though. Rupture is off of him now. Nice AA
He gets
blast.
the ult. That could be enough.
That
That
takes
was
the
enough
Razor
for the
down.
Razor.
Yay.
Rufio coming in and this.
Not quite enough. Time for the AA to go out. Oof. Not a bad exchange. I thought that was going to go worse for the side of the Radiant, but they managed to pick up some nice kills. I think Void did a nice job jumping in on 3 of them. Getting himself out there.
Yeah, definitely dealing a lot of damage in these fights.
Glepnir on the sniper, now working towards Daedalus. Makes me so sad. It's too much. Once this hero's got a Daedalus and able to lock down some heroes, it's just going to be absolute massacre. But what's this? It looks like they're going to get a smoke on top of them. No teammates are around to help them. This is the jump that you need to see.
This could be big. The BKB comes out.
The rest of his team is coming, but
Lost Boys are responding. Bloodseeker's going to take this Disruptor down. He's moving through the trees trying to get away. But
they get him.
That's not going to do it.
They pick up the sniper, and looks like they're now backing off. He does have a
Rupture on
TP.
TP for the
Nyx
Centaur.
stun.
Gonna
He
get
gets out. Nyx was not in range to get that stun off. And Void Spirit's got plenty of movement to be able to escape here.
He's not worried. He's just going to fill that bottle while he runs away.
Nice pickup. Nice pickup on
Interesting
that.
exchange. I mean, they're really they're not letting Sniper get away with everything, and
Yeah.
they're showing that they can take him down when they need to.
Lifestealer just 1 item away. He's actually just 100 gold away from that Agnums. I think this is going to make a big difference for them. If he can, almost like the Juggernaut ult, right? If you can kind of pull off a good ult with the Nyx, take out 1 target, that's kind of all you need to start picking apart a sniper lineup. Just to start
Yeah,
whittling down the heroes.
Start, look at what Lifestealer's been able to do. Really nice from Thirst Boy, just to kind of keep in there, grind it out. You're not getting the kills right now, but you got that Radiance, and you're playing patient, and kind of has the lead on last hits, which is for the first time in this game. Nice pick. They could start to roll pretty quick as Lifestealer and Void Spear are coming online in a big way right now.
This is how you want to play into a sniper lineup. Get the pickoffs, start to spread them out. If they're all together, ready to fight in their formation, then sniper is going to win 9 out of 10 fights. But if you can pick off 1 or 2 heroes, keep them moving.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
It's not an unbreakable force.
No, you got to get aggressive. You got to go for it.
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
They're pointing out at the
Damage in
Dire's top tower
the
has
bottom here. They're gonna.
they have
No one sees
vision.
it. I think Sniper's gonna grab that, and that's gonna be scary. They might look to want to push a little something with that DD and the Bloodthirst.
Yeah, they aren't down a razor.
We'll be back. We'll be back pretty
Dire's top
soon.
tower is being attacked.
Looking at Roche. Roche is top again, and
Lost Boys spotted out. They're in position for it. They're going to start. It is Roche number 2, so it is going to give a warning. Meanwhile, looks like the
Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did I say?
It's okay. Both these names are confusing me. I have to keep looking at my sheet because it's like The Last of Us, The Lost Boys. I don't know. They seem close.
The Last Boys, the Lost of
Yeah,
Boys.
I'm lost. I'm sorry. Roche is going to go down pretty easy here, and Lifestealer picks up the Aegis. This is starting to swing here. Yeah.
The Last of Us have been making some good plays in the last bit. Oh, Nyx Assassin does scope them out. One in deep here. Spot him. Looking for a lone squishy AA. Does not see him though. Just misses him.
Yeah, Razor's kind of hit this spot where the farm is really dried up for him, but I think he's okay. You know, the Scepter is going to be really really good if they can get a few, you know, win a couple fights here. They'll be able to take those towers a lot quicker with that Scepter.
I do like the BKB pickup, second item. First item?
Yeah.
Was it first item or second item? I don't remember. But early BKB on this hero is a good pickup. It'll allow him just to be able to stand in the fights, shrug off everything that Disruptor and the Void Spirit are throwing at him. And just being able to just stand in the fight and be able to link themselves to someone and cause some disruption, I think. That item serves the hero well, for sure.
Absolutely.
Parasma on the Void Spirit. That's going to give him that nice damage bonus that he needs to ensure as Sniper gets beefier into the late game. It gets harder and harder to take down, so definitely keeping up in damage is something you want to do against him.
Yeah, and a great call on the Lincolns as well. You know it's going to pay off. That's a great item here, actually. For Assassinate, for Rupture, maybe even a stun. Definitely gonna pay off for the rest of this game.
They do have the Aegis on the Life Stealer. They also got a banner. I wonder if they're gonna start to attempt high ground
leave you
here.
for about 1 minute here, Lynx. Be right back.
Yeah, no worries.
Once again,
Seeing what The Last of Us can do to start to approach this high ground, the Sniper, high ground is his ground. He loves to just be on top of a hill and way a distance away from the enemy team and close the fight. PKBs are out. Lifestealer finding himself in a bad position, but able to just jump into somebody there with his Agnums. Able to pick up a kill on the Bloodseeker. And down goes the Razor as well. Sniper is in the back there, dealing some damage out. Lifestealer's still with the Aegis, coming back. Dishing out damage. You see he takes out Centaur there. He's still up there. He's starting to lose his teammates. That's the wall that he needs to keep himself safe and do damage. Lifestealer able to take this Razor down. See the Ags doing great work for him there. Sniper has his team buying back. He is able to retreat back. A Blast is going to go out and hit him. But unfazed, he's moving forward, ready to defend his high ground. Disruptor getting caught by the Glepnir. He's going to go down. Very tight exchange between both teams. You can see how hard that high ground is as long as the Sniper is standing. Even though 4 heroes went down, lots of buybacks coming out from the Lost Boys.
My goodness, I left for less than 2 minutes and
all hell breaks loose.
this thing is moving. Bloodseeker down. That's a dieback.
Yeah. Interesting exchange there.
Oh my gosh.
They definitely applied a good amount of pressure onto that high ground. The Last of Us being able to get up there, take down a few heroes. They didn't manage to get the Sniper, but... No. Smurf getting hit here. He's got to be careful. Lincoln Sphere is up. The mobility of this hero is just doing wonders for both the player and the team, being able to go in and out, really forcing the Lost Boys to have to react to this pressure that their
And
lineup
that
would.
boost, that damage boost. Oh, well, it's not even really a damage boost, but the Parasma just adds so much once you have that item. Gonna hit the AA blast. Void Spirit goes in, hits the silence.
He feels confident. He's got a few spells to put him in and put him out and do some damage.
He's just showing off now a little bit. He's using his abilities. He's flexing just a little bit here.
I'm really liking his itemization. And he's just got enough meat on him that he can kind of jump in, a whole bunch of damage that they're able to deal out, and just kind of pull out.
And has also kept up on farm in a really good way. Playing an efficient game here. Right near the top. Gonna go in here.
Jim Sniper,
Trying to
he's
make a play on
alone.
the sniper. Just gonna disengage, but silences across. Whew. The silences on the Lost Boys are making them think twice and kind of pushing them into their base a little bit.
Yeah, the Lost Boys need a way to kind of start to hold him down a little bit. You can see how he's just free and able to just jump in on 5 of them.
Nyx could do it here, but playing cautious and rightfully so, but this mobility just allowing Void to kind of bait out some spells and playing very confident.
That Lincoln Sphere, I mean, you got tools to break that Lincoln Sphere. Certainly, like low cooldown Mind Flare can do pretty well.
Wow, damage coming out on the Ogre Magi.
Takes him out. In and out. Unfazed. Centaur looking beefy with his heart. He's got a Blink Dagger. A little bit worried for the Lost Boys here in their high ground. They have a sniper who's got some damage and beef, but
they're actually just kind of locating and targeting, grabbing pickoffs under the tower. It's a really, really aggressive play here. AA is creating a lot to be, just a lot of trouble. It's not a terrible cooldown on that blast. So, but they're gonna have to be cautious. The Last of Us have to be cautious here. You can't count out a sniper at any point.
See the Meteor Hammer at work. They're kind of able to do what Sniper's able to do and sit on the low ground, doing damage to their buildings, kind of forcing the enemy team to react.
Another AA blast comes out. Void Spear doesn't hesitate, jumps on the Razor, in and out, and he's just gonna back out. Big damage coming out on the Life Stealer, but he's gonna be able to move back. The back in tower goes down. Big stun, Bloodseeker down. Sniper's gonna have to do a lot of work here. He's delivering the goods. Void Spirit jumps on him though.
Wow.
Sniper's down. Wow.
For buyback.
Sniper.
Limps back, but he's got the BKB out, so he's gonna stay put. Sniper is up in the backline, ready to dish out some damage.
Ogre goes down.
Void's able to get out. That mobility. Sniper's biggest weakness.
It's not over yet. They want these racks. And Sniper has to think twice because that powerful initiation from Void. He's gonna have to let the racks go down. Big push and aggression coming out from The Last of Us. I mean,
Boy Who Cried Smurf not letting up at all. He wants to give it back to the Sniper after that oppressive laning stage.
I mean, just a great matchup, man. The whole match, these two have just had such an exciting back and forth here. Racks go down. Couple siege creeps there took care of the the Last of Us racks, but I don't think they're too worried after that last fight. I don't know. I think that was 3-4 minutes straight in that lane.
Impressive showing for sure. I mean, the numbers and like both teams have a rack down. Kills are roughly equal, but you can see how the Radiant team, the Last of Us, are pulling ahead in terms of not just net worth, but ability to kind of control the fights.
Yeah, they're playing their game right now.
Nyx does find the disruptor here alone. Gives
Could
him a
grab this.
chomp.
He's got enough damage.
I need to
He
get
may
the
not.
Dagon off. He's still got the Dagon. Okay,
AA
takes
Blast gonna do some significant damage. That might be enough for the Knicks.
a blast might take him down.
Oh, big, really nice grenade from the sniper to get back, but
Razor's got to be careful
wow,
here. He's got beefiness, but Lifestealer's also got teeth. He's managed to slip away.
the Lost Boys, I think, realizing they're going to need to be a lot more cautious. And wow, huge pick,
Dire's top tower is being attacked.
huge pick from the Void Spirit.
Not
High
what you
ground
want.
defense is all that's left at this point, I think.
You really want to be working together cohesively on the sniper lineup because you start splitting those heroes up and you just see how the lineup of the Radiant team, it just starts to pick them apart.
Yeah, Smurf is just taking as much as he possibly can where he can take it and doing that tower damage, just whittling away with every advantage they get. And as soon as that AA blast hits, they are on it. Look at that. In, out, he's back out, doing some damage. We see a call from Lifestealer here. They want to take the Tormentor.
Dire's bottom tower under fire.
Might be missing the call. I think he might be the only one. So they're just going to keep that pressure up and
Bottom tower is being attacked. Dire's bottom tower is fallen.
Razor's going to be up in 5 here. Still got to show that respect to the sniper backline, high ground defense. But in they go. Ogre Magi is bursted down just about instantly.
For dishing out damage, he does have the Daedalus now. You have to be careful, but right on top of him is the Void Spirit.
Just a absolute massive static storm. I mean, hats off to Porkchop here.
Under attack.
Yeah, he's doing
He's hit
wonders.
his ult, man, and I think that may just be it. Without the sniper, without the Bloodseeker, the Razor, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think that's our
Ancient.
first game. Wow.
Going down. Bloodseeker is up. He is going to make a last attempt here, but
Too much
quickly taken
damage.
down.
What a game. What a big comeback. The Last of Us really hanging in, turning that one around and just putting the pressure on. They didn't let up.
The Last of Us showing a nice sight. Little part of me gets giddy when I see a sniper taking a beating. No shade towards the Lost Boys, but yeah, great showing of The Last of Us. Just being able to pick apart that lineup, and I mean, I know who my MVP is in that match. I don't have to think about it twice. Certainly, his teammates, like as you said, the disruptor was getting off an amazing ults. You see some AA blasts getting off, securing some hits or some kills there, and Centaur getting quite beefy there at the end, but just how that Void Spirit was able to just like, you saw it, how he was just sitting on the bottom of their high ground, him alone. The 5 of them just kind of had to sit there and get pummeled by him and able to retreat. They just didn't have the lockdown to kind of prevent him from him having his way.
No, he just really played that hero well, and I don't know if anyone I don't know if anyone saw it coming. Um, everyone did their job. With The Last of Us, and Lifestealer was able to just really kick back and farm up and creating that insurance policy, and then becoming a nightmare by the end of it. But yeah, everybody across the board, old man on the AA, the supports, I think, often are the unsung heroes.
For
But
sure.
so many ice blasts coming out. Just about every static storm was just nailed, and that's a lot to deal with. Um, and it really did a ton of damage, right? Took him down, let the Void Spirit jump in and do that big damage. Lots of stuff to deal with. If I had to call it though, if you'd asked me at like 20 minutes, we were all leaning Lost Boys, weren't we? Like I was. I don't know if you were, Lynx, but
Yeah, I see the sniper and I'm like, that's a mountain you have to surpass. But I think they did a good job of it. You can
have a
see
look at the
how
graph. I mean, that graph's actually
quite even up until the 40-minute mark.
even till 40 minutes.
That's a,
That's incredible.
a good showing on both teams, right? If you're able to kind of keep that graph in the center point for that long, like it means both teams are punching and punching back.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something to say about, if we roll back to what we were chatting about it in the draft. It's like uh, there's a few of these heroes right now, and we named them off at the beginning, and Lifestealer's one of them. That is just more often than not, especially into the late game, very, very tough hero to kind of overcome.
I'm excited for game two. I want to see what a fresh draft on both teams will look like. I
Are we
mean,
casting game two, Links?
I'm casting game two. Are you casting game two?
Yeah, yeah, let's do it. This is fun.
Right, let's do
It's
it.
good.
I mean, I do want to see a sniper ban. I always want to see a sniper ban. That's just my own personal bias.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they want to, if they want to try to get some of these same heroes. I don't see why not. It was a really close game. These are the kind of games I like to watch. Score 86 kills across both teams. That's exciting, Dota. That's good to watch.
Mm-hmm. And neck, right? 46 to 40. It's close on both sides.
Yeah, and kind of looking at it, I feel like the Lost Boys, had a lot of potential with a lot of the scoping out and the spying that Nyx was able to kind of pull off, but didn't always have the right accompaniment to get those pickoffs.
Definitely.
And I, I'm not in that lobby, but I think it just requires such a high level of communication when you're playing that type of hero, and you got to move quick.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to pull off quite a few picks. And I think there may have been a lack of, I'd have to look here, but maybe a lack of silence coming from the Lost Boys as well. I think an Orchid would have been, yeah, an Orchid would have been huge here. Just something to stop Void Spirit from casting on you. He
Hmm.
was just un uninterrupted when it came to his ability to cast, and
For sure. Sniper did build the Glepnir, but I mean, level 30 Void Spirit's going to be able to dodge those. The silence at least kind of comes out instantly and would kind of force the Void Spirit to. He did have the Lincoln Sphere, but if that Lincoln Sphere is broken, the silence is definitely going to keep him down for a little bit, even into the 25% status resistance. Mm, yeah, like I said, I liked how he itemized. I think the balance of both damage and survivability that he put on the hero was quite well done.
yeah. It's tough though, it's tough when you're playing a Nyx assassin and you're not taking anything off the map. You're leaving all that farm for your
Yeah,
cores, and you end up going for that Dagon. But I've been in that situation so many times where um, you
y-
only ever really ever get it to level 1 or 2, and it doesn't quite do enough by that point in time in the game where
yeah.
you just need that power and that burst. And
The hero's got to be greedy. You have to kind of go around and be like putting your mind flare off cooldown on enemy camps. Ideally, you're moving through the enemy's camps and just kind of whittling them down so their team has less gold to farm from the camps, and then kind of building yourself up for an early Dagon timing so you can start to pick off the squishy heroes. But I mean, you see on the Last of Us, 2 level 30 heroes, like these